Why get a Supermoto, you ask? Here's why.
Hey, baby. Amazing, man. I can go over. Woo! This is a 2019 YZ450FX. I converted it to a street legal Supermoto. Absolutely amazing bike. But I know a lot of you guys don't feel like going through the hassle of converting a dirt bike to a Supermoto. And a lot of you live in states that don't allow you to convert a dirt bike to a street legal bike. So you're like, CycleCruza, tell me about some Supermotos that I can just go buy at the store. That's awesome. In this video, I'm going to tell you about 5 Supermotos that are street legal that you could buy right now that are amazing. Stay tuned.
Let's go for a ride. You are watching CycleCruza's all-in-one motorcycle channel. Subscribe today. Make sure to visit CycleCruza.com and click on the menu tab My Videos, and those are a bunch of playlists with all of my videos categorized in them to make it easier for you to navigate through.
Hey guys, check out these new shorty gloves I got. Awesome. If you want to get these new gloves I got, ultra lightweight helmet with the auto tint shield, motovlog camera, airbag vest to help keep me safe, jacket, all my gear. I always include links in the description and comment section of my video. I tell you guys, this auto tint shield comes in real handy on this sunny day. See how it tints up real nice? Love this helmet, guys. But anyways, I'll tell you, this Supermoto is awesome, man. Love it. Number 5 on my list, guys, is the WR250X. They don't make the WR250X anymore. They make the WR250R still, and a lot of people convert them over to a Supermoto by putting Supermoto wheels on it. But you can still buy the used WR250X that's already in Supermoto form. You just have to look Cycle Trader or look in your local Craigslist or whatever. But that bike, I'll tell you, I owned a WR250R, and it's the same thing pretty much as a WR250X. Like I said, I have the dual sport form. But that bike has this thing rips, man. Oh, I love this bike, guys. You won't get this performance on a WR250X, that's for sure, but you're gonna have some fun. You can bust wheelies on it. You can even take it off-road and have a good time with the WR250X. It's got 27 horsepower and 17 pounds-feet of torque in stock form. I love this bike, man. But you know what's cool about the WR250X is that it's super low maintenance, ultra reliable, and the thing only weighs 300 pounds. I mean, it's heavier than this bike, but it's lightweight compared to the DRZ 400, which is number 4 on my list, that you can still buy. It's called the DRZ 400 SM for Supermoto. Yes, it comes in Supermoto form. You can buy right out of the box at your local store, Suzuki store, and it can be had for, I think, about $7,500 or something like to that extent. And the DRZ 400 is legendary, like the WR250R. Probabbe the DRZ has the edge because it does have the bigger engine. And the bike does freaking this thing just rips, man. The DRZ 400 doesn't rip like this bike, though, I'll tell you that, guys. But the DRZ 400 is an absolutely awesome bike. 33 horsepower, 24 pounds-feet of torque. But you can actually mod the DRZ 400 to go a lot faster than that, more power. As where the WR250X, you can do some mods like I did with my WR250R, but I could only pump out like 30 horsepower. and like 18, 19 pounds-feet of torque out of it. So you can't really do too much to the WR250R. DRZ 400, you can do some performance mods and it will help that bike greatly. The drawback with the DRZ 400, it's not really a drawback. A 5-speed transmission compared to the 6-speed on the WR250X. And hold on. I love it, baby. But it also has a carburetor, the DRZ 400. That's one of the reasons why I never bought one. I hate dealing with carburetors because you gotta clean them out occasionally, and in the winter time sometimes they hesitant to start up. But I tell you, the DRZ 400 is an absolutely super reliable bike, absolutely fun. You see a lot of them out here on the streets. Easy to get parts, easy to fix, or do maintenance on. Low maintenance, just like the WR250X. Absolutely cool bike, man. Oh, the power on this bike, baby. I love it. Number 3, and I know a lot of you guys are gonna like CycleCruza. You should buy the Husqvara 701 Supermoto. It comes also in a dual sport and Supermoto form, but this bike has a regular street engine in it, I think off of the Duke, and it has a 693cc single cylinder engine on there, and the sucker pumps out 74 horsepower and 52 pounds-feet of torque right out of the box, guys. You could probably even mod it to even more, maybe. I don't know. A top speed of 130 miles per hour. So you got all kinds of power on that bike, man. Now, and it has a lot of electronic aids on there too that I'm not that really fond of, because if they fail, that's the more crap you have to fix. But that bike is pretty reliable from what I hear nowadays. It's been out for a while and they've had a chance to smooth things out over the years. It's cool. The bike has a rear the tank is in the back. You can't upgrade it, which the tank is, I think, 3.4 gallon tank, so it's plenty of tank space for you to, like on this bike I got like, what is it, like 2.5 gallon tank, and I do fine. It gets me through the whole day having fun, and I'm sure that bike will do the same as well. Like I said, the big drawback with that bike, the reason why I hesitated on getting that bike was because it's freaking 350 pounds wet with all the fluids in it. I think dry is 319, but with oil, gas, everything in it, it's like 350 pounds. So that sucker is almost 100 pounds heavier than this than my Supermoto, my converted 450 Supermoto. I think it's like about 80 pounds heavier, man. And that's a lot of extra weight, but for the street, weight is not that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? Where you're gonna find the weight to be irritating to you is if you start crapping around off-road like I do and you drop the bike a couple of times. But otherwise, that 350 is not that big of a deal, man. And this bike also has low maintenance as well. I think oil changes like every, what, 5,000 miles or something like that. You don't have to check the valves for like, I don't know, 6,000-7,000 miles. Piston you have to change for a while. I mean, the thing, like I said, it's got regular street engine in it. So you got the regular low maintenance with that bike, which makes it very appealing. I think it costs 12,000 bucks. But if you want to save a few $100s more and get a better color scheme, you might go to the number 2 bike on my list, which is the KTM 690 SMCR, which is a Supermoto you can buy at the store, right out of the box at a KTM store. And I think it's like 11,600 bucks or something. It's got, I love the black and orange color scheme. It looks absolutely, I think it looks sicker than the Husqvarna, but both of them look sick. It's basically the same bike, guys. It has maybe a few minor differences. Pretty much the same bike though. So you're gonna enjoy either one the same. But that brings me to number 1, the most epic Supermoto that you can buy. It's not made anymore, mind you. It was made between 2006 and 2011. The Aprilia SXV 550. Absolutely iconic, legendary, you won't see many out on the street. So if you want a bike that hardly anybody has, guys, that's absolutely the most epic supermoto on pretty much everybody's list, that is the bike that you want to get. The thing, 550cc twin cylinder engine. Yes, a twin cylinder engine. And get this, the bike only weighs 10 pounds heavier than my 450 conversion. It weighs 275 pounds. You will not find any other bike like that, guys, on the market that was sold production wise like that. Absolutely epic bike, guys. I think it's 70 horsepower, 49 pound-feet of torque. So it's got the same power level, almost the same power level as a Husky 701 and 690 SMCR, but it weighs nearly, I don't know, like 60 pounds less. 60, 70 pounds less. So it's an absolutely epic bike. It's very hard to find. They're out there though. You look on Craigslist, worldwide, you're gonna have to search nationwide. You're probably not gonna find one in your area, but you can find them on Cycle Trader. So the drawback with the SXV 550 is that the sap sucker requires a new piston every 60 hours. You're gonna have to do the oil changes like I do on this bike, probably like every 8 hours. On that bike, you're gonna have to check the valves. This bike, the reason why I got this bike, because the Yamaha is notorious for their valves not moving. I have not checked the valves on this bike, guys, and I've got like 50 hours on this bike, and it still rides like it did when it actually rides better than when I first bought it, because it's broken in now. And with Yamaha, the parts are easy to come by, and you can get by on a piston at least 100 hours on a Yamaha. The Aprilia, you're going to want to go by the maintenance schedule. And the parts are not going to be easy to come by, and they're definitely not going to be cheap. So it's going to be it's going to be high maintenance costs. So there you go, guys. If you want an absolutely amazing supermoto that you don't have to build yourself, you can buy it, most of them at the store, except for a couple of them on this list, then these are the bikes you want to get. Highly recommend them, guys. I highly recommend the Supermoto. I did a video called 10 reasons why you should get a Supermoto, so go check that out to motivate you to get a Supermoto. Like I said, I got rid of all my sport bikes. I got rid of all my bikes. This is my only bike I have. I am going to get another bike of some sort. Maybe, I don't know, build up trick out a power cruiser of some sort. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll let you guys know. I change my mind a lot, as you guys know. But anyways, so leave a comment below. What do you think about these bikes? Are there any other supermotos that I'm not mentioning that you can buy right out of the box that are street legal? Let's talk about it in the comment section. Tell me, would you buy a supermoto? If not, why? Why not? Don't forget to subscribe to all of my motorcycle channel, and also go check out my other channel, Bug Out Moto. Deuces.
Thumbs up. Check out my playlist for new riders and popular videos. Don't forget to comment and subscribe, and check out my other channel, Bug Out Moto, where I customize a van for my motorcycle so I can live in my van with my motorcycle and travel across the country anywhere. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Bug Out Moto.